my teeth became very sensitive. I was eating an apple and I bit that apple and it felt like somebody had scratched their nails on a chalkboard inside of my body, and I was just like, like, what is that? And I said, I'm done with apples, or I'm just not gonna bite them, I'll just chew them. And I just started noticing that when I would chew things, my teeth just started to hurt, you know, and it felt like they were gonna fall out my head and fall out my mouth. And I started to have dreams about my teeth falling out. And you know, I would be like, oh well, you know, when you Google that, it says that, oh, you're experiencing a loss, you're letting go, all this kind of stuff. However, that's not the case when you're nutrient deficient, you know what I mean?
During my 8 years of veganism, my mouth was absolutely destroyed, including several cavities, several root canals, one tooth being pulled so far, and 4 crowns being put over the top of destroyed teeth from my vegan diet. The good news is that over the past 3 years, I haven't developed any new dental issues. In fact, he said that my diet and my overall health inside of my mouth is absolutely on point and is really great. So that's the good news. And that all comes from switching from vegan to a carnivore-ish style diet. So because of my vegan diet and because of a crappy vegan doctor, I now have to get out of my healthy mouth 3 full-grown teeth pulled, 1 right here and 2 on the top. Now, the 2 on the top, already in between them is the tooth that I had to get pulled while being vegan from the vegan doctor. So I will have a total of 4 missing teeth now because of the vegan diet. And this is gonna cost me at least $15,000 to $30,000 to fix the problem. During the time I was vegan, I took as perfect care and had the best hygiene I possibly could have had, even to the fact of brushing gently after every single fruit or sugar-based meal, which was all the time. I flossed twice a day, I did oil pulling, and I went to the dentist regularly to get help with my issues. So it wasn't a matter of me eating a bunch of sugar and a bunch of fruit and then going to sleep at night without brushing my teeth. It wasn't like that at all. I had really good oral hygiene during that time, so you can't blame it on that.
So my gums, I think my gums have always been quite weak, especially over the last few years. But the last few months, I couldn't even look at them without them bleeding. Like, things have got really, really bad. Within 2 weeks, all right, of me eating this meat, my gums, I mean, I can show you I don't think anyone wants to get that deep into my gums, but they've stopped bleeding. Like, I was doing so much stuff and I kind of thought I'd got a handle on it. I was flossing, I've got this irrigation thing, I've got this special probiotic toothpaste. I was doing the most. But within 2 weeks of eating that meat, I can actually before I couldn't even do that on my gums without them bleeding. Now, I mean, I can brush, I can floss, it's amazing, it's absolutely amazing. And for the first time in years, I am not aching from head to toe.
I got, about a year ago, a toothache, went to the dentist, and I'd had quite a few cavities over the years, which really shocked me because I don't eat a lot of sugar. Although, of course, when you're vegan and raw, you're eating a lot of sugar and you don't even realize it. You're not eating processed sugar, but you're eating fruits and starchy vegetables, and it all adds up. So I got this cavity. I was doing my oil pulling and doing everything, fasting again a lot, and I couldn't budge it. And he kept saying, you know, it's infected, you're going to have to get it removed. So I tried everything, and I finally got it out about 5 months ago, 4.5 months ago. And that's when everything, it's like a light bulb went off. When he took out my tooth, it was black. The whole thing was so rotten and so black, and I was like, this is insane. I mean, I take such good care of my teeth. I take exquisite care of my diet. How do I have all these problems? And I asked the dental hygienist who would clean my teeth over the years. I go every 3 years or so, and for a checkup and to clean my teeth. And she always looks so vibrant and her beautiful teeth. And so I asked her, you know, what do you eat? What's your diet like? And she said, you know, meat, dairy, nothing special. And I just thought, wow, you know, I would give anything to have teeth like that. And over the years, I had twice broken my teeth eating a salad on a a pit of an olive that I thought I had gotten them all, and obviously I didn't. And every time I broke my tooth, which happened a couple times, I thought, this is really strange. If your teeth are that weak and crumbly, how are my bones doing? And I just thought, I don't know why this is happening to me. And yeah, I think if anything, it always made me want to go further with it and try harder. And I used to feel that, maybe I'm failing the diet. And I explain it like it's almost like a love affair, that you feel this betrayal. Because I was so dedicated, I was so loyal, I was so into it. And I at first was getting results. I felt very vibrant. And then all these little things.
And what I found on that vegan diet is my teeth massively deteriorated, more than they ever had done in my whole entire life. At one point on my vegan journey, I was just eating some soft food, and this tooth that got removed cracked. And then I had it where there was a small little rock in some rice that I was eating from a meal in Thailand where I live, and I bit on it. And this tooth here completely shattered because it was that fragile and weak. And that is not good whatsoever. The teeth should be able to withstand. That ended up costing me around, let's say, $1,400. So that cost me a lot of money. And people say a vegan diet isn't an expensive diet to eat whatsoever. Well, it is when it starts to destroy your teeth. But at least my teeth health is not going to go downhill any further, because I consume things such as bone broth, I consume grass-fed beef, I consume fish, I consume many, many nutrient-rich animal foods, including ghee as well, and grass-fed butter and grass-fed milk. That is giving me all of the nutrients that I need without having to take any synthetic supplements whatsoever in any way, shape or form. So that's saving me money as well. So then I can actually start to resolve teeth issues that I've got going on and hopefully reverse some of the cavities and stop any further decay of my teeth. If you're someone that knows about Weston Price, he talks about animal foods and why they are so key for us to have the best dental health possible.
I started getting these very painful cavities in my teeth, even though I had just had all of these cavities worked on.
We were going to the dentist and they said they took care of everything. She went in a few months later and said, oh, you have like a whole bunch more.
I got like holes up here, and it was like just like excruciating pain everywhere. And I was like...
And I was having the same experience with my teeth as well.
Yeah.
I developed an infection in my gums that was there for quite a while, and I'm not a big dentist person, so it was quite a while before I finally was worried about my health and decided to go to a dentist. And they said, I have bone loss, major infection, tooth decay, obviously cavities everywhere. So while I was trying to figure out how to heal my teeth naturally, I happened to have a friend on Facebook who was just an acquaintance. I didn't really know her, but she taught a class on healing your teeth. So I talked to her a little bit about it, and then I enrolled in her course. It was like a 6-week course where she goes into Weston A. Price and teaches all the things.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it wasn't like carnivore, but it was, getting back to the roots of, all of these things that he discovered. We had one-on-one consultations, and she was telling me, I don't really believe it's possible to do it while you're vegan, maybe vegetarian, but your best bet is to, start eating some of these things that we had talked about in the course, obviously, animal foods.
I started seeing like teeth issues. I remember I was eating an acai bowl, literally, and there was cacao nibs in it. And when I bit into one of the cacao nibs, one of my teeth chipped, like literally. And I was like, my teeth have never been weak. Like I've always had good teeth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I was like, that was a red flag for me. And I went to look in the mirror. And I looked at all my teeth, and like I saw some of them were starting to deteriorate. My gums were starting to go up a little bit. So I was like, why is this? You know what I mean?
I had bloody tooth flesh when I was using tooth silk. That was something I never had before. I always had very good tooth in my life, even when I was eating a shitty diet, you know, fast food diet with meat and stuff. I always had good teeth.
Then my teeth started to get really bad. Like I looked at my teeth a few days ago, and even before then too, when I was raw vegan, and like I had 2 cavities in my back bottom teeth, and then some more up front too. And it was like I had bad teeth growing out, but this really exacerbated it.